out to Urban Influence. And I also want to give you credit because you have been really, just really dedicated to helping me in my career. You heard a song when nobody else heard it. So I got to give credit to you. And Urban Influencer, I remember when you first told me about it, it was taking off, and they're doing a lot for independent artists.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Urban Influencer podcast, the largest platform for independent artists. I have the opportunity of interviewing my friend, my boo, Terry Harris. Woo!
I'm your radio boo.
You're my radio boo.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So you want to know, one of the questions was I wanted to ask you, what was something that nobody else knows about you? And then you said this is your first Zoom meeting.
Right. My first
so
Zoom meeting.
Popped your cherry.
Right. Yeah, my first one. You got the exclusive. My first one. I'm having to get used to this.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're going to have to get, because a lot of stuff is coming. So Terry Harris, singer, songwriter extraordinaire. I'm also going to throw in radio host.
Oh yeah, I worked with you. My first time doing that.
Yeah,
with you.
Radio host. And then you had your own show for a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Mine flopped.
Huh?
Mine didn't get off the ground.
That's okay, because I'm telling you, there's probably going to be other opportunities coming up. And so
Right.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, what people don't, just kind of tell people about Terry Harris.
Well, aside from I'm not Gerald Levert, so let's get that out the way.
And that was another one of my questions.
That's the big thing I get is a Gerald Levert comparison, which it is humbling. There's only one Gerald Levert. I'm just a guy with a baritone voice who would fall into Gerald, Barry, Mr. Levert, Teddy Pendergrass, and other singers. So other than that, I've been around for a long time. I was signed to Michael Malden, who is Jermaine Dupri's father, publishing.
Okay.
I got that deal through Robert Bell from Kool and the Gang. Ron Grant, he's passed away, was at Sony Music. So I've been around a long time writing and producing. Matter of fact, I wrote a song for Rough Ends on the last album.
Really?
Yeah, so my partner, that's my production partner, Earl Allen. We've been around for a long time producing. So it just, again, I'm gonna tell you something crazy. Jill and I wrote a song called All I Care About Is You, and it was pulled for Calvin Richardson. This was like 15 years ago.
Wow.
So that's how people don't understand it just doesn't happen overnight.
Okay, awesome. We getting a lot of exclusive.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Calvin may not remember that because when we saw Calvin, he was unknown and he wore a hat at one time. Remember him because of the cowboy hat. But he's been in the game a long time. He's the guy that's also given me advice, allowed me to open shows for me. So definitely much respect for Calvin.
Wow, that's a lot. So Robert Cool Bell, what was it like to work with him?
Cool is cool. He's cool. Like what I say.
He is.
He's one of the most evil guys I've ever seen. I can call Cool about an issue, and he's like, "Okay, what are we gonna do about it?" Never high with him, or is right in the middle. So I told him, man, name from because he's the only guy I know industry wise. I have this picture right here sitting in my stuff.
Really?
This is a picture I have of us. And we had just signed out with at night. So I keep this picture in my studio. Robert Bell, great guy.
Wow. I'm like, I don't think I knew any of that.
Yeah.
We talk about we talk about so much other stuff that I did not know all of that. But hey, I'm putting on my professional hat today, and I'm being Mr. E, the party doll.
Well, I want people to know I've been around a long time, so it's It's a lot of hard work. So I tell an artist, a lot of hard work I put into this. So even in the UK to have the #3 selling single "You" behind Bruno Mars, and excuse me, I forgot the other artists, but I mean that's huge for independent artists.
It
You know,
is.
you put the work in, you build a fan base, and the UK has been nothing but love for me.
Okay, you got
So
you see, you must be looking at my paper with all my notes on it because
I'm sorry.
I was going to ask you, what is because you had your first #1 single in the UK, which you really
Right.
did well with the UK market. So
Right.
with Day One
No, that
and
was with two can play that game.
Who Can Play That Game? That
Well, actually, Diamonds, Diamonds hit real big. I did that with K Jam. K Jam actually, I produced an artist with him named Chanel, and he heard some of my stuff. At the time, I was calling myself The Review, and he heard it and said, "Hey, let's do a couple songs together." So we put Diamonds out. Excuse me, and Diamonds went like did really well. We came back and did Two Can Play That Game and start all over. And Two Can Play That Game took over. It took over and it actually crossed over from #1 in the UK over to the Steppers market. That's how I got on this side. So, and again, they thought it was Gerald Levert. And my cousin called me one day. I'm sorry, a co-worker of mine, Andrew, he stopped me one night. He said, "Hey man, your song is like tearing up Chicago." And I'm like, "I don't have any music in Chicago." And I called my manager. We called Ken Bedford. And Ken said, "Yeah, you got like the #1 record in the Steppers market here." And about 2 weeks later, they flew me in and I did my first show. And that's kind of how I got over this side and, along with beating Eric Nolan through that. So it just happened like this, like a snap.
Wow. And I guess what when I was introduced to your music, and I love the voice, but there was one song that you put out and I was like, oh my goodness, this is like the best song ever. And that was, what my favorite song is, It Never Rains. And it's like, have you heard this song? Oh my goodness, this song is so, and it was like, I was listening to it and I was like, I wasn't hearing the Gerald Levert, I was hearing Teddy Pendergrass. And I was hearing some other stuff in it. So, when you talk about that, and I know I'm going backwards in my questions because you just moved me. But one of my questions is, how does it feel to always be compared to Gerald Levert?
Sometimes it can be heavy.
Okay.
My mentor told me, he said, "Look, man, you know how many guys would love to switch places with you." He said, "So be grateful that, that you're relevant." I mean, people got to realize I'm 53 years old. So it's almost like a Charlie Wilson story on a lower level. Not too many guys get to make a surge that late in their career. So the Gerald Levert comparison, and also the Mr. Levert, Eddie Levert, is huge. But this album was my chance to establish who I am, because I can't be Gerald. You're talking about a legendary singer who left us very early. So and thanks to like a lot of his fans who are following me, that's clear. Gerald can't be replaced. So it's huge, but it's weight. And I have to kind of get that weight off me and say, hey, I gotta be me. So if you're looking for me to be Gerald Levert, that's just not gonna happen. Just respectful of, he's an artist that can't be duplicated.
Amen. Amen. So tell us about the evolution of Terry Harris.
Okay. I want to give credit to my classmate, Sharita. I asked the fans, like, if my album, can you help me name it? And she said, we saw you evolve, because she came to a couple of my concerts. So it took me a year to do the album, and I probably wrote about 30, 40 songs. I'm a producer and a songwriter. And the main thing was finding myself, because I didn't want people to say, well, he just put out like a Gerald Levert record, or he didn't really do anything relevant. So to hear people in the UK say, man, it's a heavy contender for album of the year. And I'm like, in 48 hours. And they're pulling like 3-4 joints off the album. So my partner Gerald Allen, Tony Nicholas, from who produced Gerald Levert. Matter of fact, he co-produced it never rains. So to have all these people, producers come in, and we took a year to make it, and it just had to be defining for me. So I wanted the fans to walk away and say, okay, he sounds like Gerald, but he got his own thing. So I can't get away from the tone. The tone is not going to go
you
my
looking
way.
at my paper. I promise you were looking at my paper, because my other question, I mean, like I was just sitting here, I was listening to the evolution of Terry Harris. And so I was writing down some questions and some things. I was like, because I really want the fans to get to know you and connect with you. And some of the things that we've talked about, you know, when people compare you to Gerald Levert. But the other question I asked, what is it that you want people to take away from listening to your music? What is it that you want to say, okay, well, this is what I want you to take away from my music after listening to the evolution of Terry Harris?
Well, I hope they get a chance to ride to it, have memories, because, you know, All Messed Up is you remember Gotta Get You Home Tonight, you know, that type, you know, I wanted to go back to the 80s. That's why I said Taking You Back, Way Back, the remix. You know, I just gave you a lot of classic hits, and Connection was just about, you know, you're not discussed there, what I saw in the relationship world. It's like nobody wants to connect. It's kind of like they just want to fool around. So, you know, the album is a storyline, like, you know, me against you. So I kind of like when I went to a Prince concert, Prince would take me from the beginning all the way around the world to back, and I get like a complete circle. So I hope people listen to the album and get it, get the vibe of, man, this dude just took me on a journey. So, you know, and I want to remind them definitely of R&B music. Big Joe and I like just playing that from the beginning, to where when I worked on the album, he said, you know, we need to get people to remind them of remembering, like you said, the sound of Teddy Pendergrass, Barry White, Gerald Levert. You know, because there's not a lot of baritone singers out there. Johnny's out there, but I mean, you know, like new Johnny and I think Anthony Hamilton. But like new singers with this particular tone, there's not a lot of people. And frequency-wise, people I know, I get it from a lot of people like, man, I ain't heard that sound in a long time. So it's good to put a new vibe or a new energy into R&B, and hopefully get it back out there.
Awesome, awesome. So where are you from?
I'm actually from Memphis, contrary to popular belief. Most people think I'm from Cleveland because of what I sound like, and they think I'm from Chicago. Like, I've seen things where they hometown Chicago, hometown Cleveland. So Memphis never gets credit, but I'm from Memphis. Same background for the Barcades, worked with David Porter, Jay Blackfoot, Shirley Brown. So I've been around a long time.
Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, so I think we talked about it, but I wanted to also ask, what is the most valuable lesson that you have learned from being an independent artist?
Patience.
Wow.
Patience, yeah, patience, because, you know, you're doing everything yourself, and sometimes, you know, and that's why I keep people around, like Big Joe, you and I speak on a personal level. I got people around me that'll check me, and that helps with the patience. You know, because sometimes you need people say, I ain't really feeling that, you know, go back, look at it, you know. So I tell my guy Prince all the time, he was congratulating me. And I said, it's us. You know, I can't do it without anybody, from you to Myron Ruffin, Big Joe, you know, Cedric, everybody on my team helps, you know, producers, Gerald Allen, everybody that worked on the project. So patience, because, you know, I can't be impatient. You know, my wife tells me that all the time. I can be, because I want things to happen. So I have to kind of fall back and just be patient with the process.
Okay. So do you play any instruments?
I play a little piano. Matter of fact, I actually produced and played on, I did All Messed Up, way back, and Why We Fight. So I actually did those songs completely by myself, but I actually co-produced and played, you know, chords and different things on basically every song on the album except for maybe one. So I do play and produce. Now I'm not Stevie Wonder on the So nobody, I'm not baby face. So, I play chords and I understand music well enough to produce records.
Yeah, I see the keyboard in the back.
Yeah, that's, I got my keyboard set up. So this is where I normally work at it here.
Okay, all right. So another question is, who would be a part of your wish team to perform with? And they could be living or dead. I mean, living or not here, no longer with us.
To
Who would be a part
perform
of
with,
your wish team? It would be a you perform with them.
Okay, well, Prince is my favorite artist. So, he's my all time. But, after studying Gerald and Eddie Lou, I would have loved to perform. I think Tony Nicholas, we were talking about doing a record with Gerald and myself, and it probably would have confused the hell out of people because they couldn't figure out who was who.
Oh,
But
wow.
that would, and I'm a big fan of Gladys Knight. I would love to do a duet with Gladys. And Gladys and I just forgot her name. I'm getting I can't think. My God, from Pennsylvania, from Philadelphia, neo soul singer, Jill Scott.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love. Yeah, those are my two favorite. Gladys Knight and Jill Scott. Yeah, I would love to do a record with them. But I'll compete with anybody. So if there's anybody out there that independent or other, because nobody done, saw with LSG, Tank. You're not seeing people collaborate on records anymore in R&B. It's most everybody's doing things solo.
So the question that I've kind of asked the old heads, and they might not want to be called old heads, but old school artists who are really like in R&B. Do you think R&B is dead?
I think from the radio sense, radio's killed it. But I think from the fans, Bruno Mars has made putting out R&B records. I mean, even the record he's got out now, that's a classic R&B record. So that's why we have to, and like I think Stephanie Mills has spoke about it, we have to dig in and on an independent level with what you're doing, be the support to say, look, when we're all divided, you can't see anything, but we're losing R&B. We're losing the soulful sound now in the UK. R&B is, you can't put anything out that's not R&B in the UK. So that's what's boosted my career is the traditional love for soul music in the UK. They love it. They're not moving from it. Now over here, they've switched the message.
Right. I promise you looking on my paper.
Oh, am I?
I promise you don't look on my paper. I promise.
Well,
that was another question that I had here. And I was like, oh, wait for that until the end. I guess because we talk so much, it's like.
Right.
So the other question was, how do you feel about R&B music in the United States compared to the UK? I promise you, it's on my paper right here.
But I got to get a UK a big head, and we got to do better here. But believe it or not, again, when you go to these R&B concerts, it's packed, sold out. People still love R&B music. Charles Wilson, Kim, Mint Condition. I think I went to the concert. I went to a concert and saw them and Joe. It just took me back. So it's always the concerts are sold out, but we have to do better here, like on radio. And I think it's like, day, if there's no sunshine, how will we know a cloudy day? So we have to have the balance. You got to start putting back on these, not one or two R&B records, because I think when Tyrese came out with Shane, it took over the market.
It did.
So people still are yearning for, like even I'm experiencing that I'm coming in at where people are saying, man, I haven't heard, that type of music in a while. So people still want R&B music, regardless of what the market is saying, and that's why I didn't move off of my foundation, try to compete with hip hop artists. Like that's my game is over here now. If you want to come over here and compete with me, come on. I'm not gonna go over that. That's not my game. So over here is where my foundation is.
Okay. All right. I see my questions that you didn't answer. Because we talk a good bit.
Right.
Yeah, you was looking on my paper. I promise you were.
Have it on the
Those
wall.
other ones were the ones at the end. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get him with this one. Okay, playlist. I gotta ask you about your playlist. What are the top three songs if I was to check out your playlist that's on there now?
I normally listen to the same thing, which is Prince. There's I listen to the Young Bloods. It's just certain so Young Bloods,
Okay.
Jesse Johnson. Well, mainly when I'm on the road, I'm watching Judge Mathis on YouTube. I listen to it, but I'm mainly, I'm either Tariq Nasheed or Judge Mathis. So I'm between those. Because a lot of times I do so much music, I have to go into things, more, more conversation. Because I'm around music like every day. So I'm writing songs like daily. Riding down the road, I'll stop what I'm doing. It Never Rains actually. I did the Heritage Ball in Atlanta. And I just saw the vibe of how the step was so classic. And I want to write a classic song. So I remember walking in the hallway and I was like, okay, I got an idea. You're my sunshine, come shine on me. Okay. And when I got there, I got up to my hotel room, wrote. And then I was driving back home, and by the time I got home, I had actually written a song. So when I wrote the song, I sent it out to Gerald Allen, my production partner. He put the guitar, and then we sent it to Tony. Tony redid the pianos and the drums, and we all thought it was a record maybe too big for me at the moment. Big Joe was like, I think people will get that record later on, but I just thought for me it was a classic. Barry White, like I said, Teddy Pendergrass type vibe.
It's still one of them songs that I have continued to play. So that's one of them I keep. It's like, okay, I'm gonna play that, and I still get calls like, who was that?
So, right, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
My daughter plays it too.
She likes that one too.
We were in the car ride this morning, and she was playing, and I was like, "Where you get that from?" She said, "Oh, I'm on Apple Music." I was like, "Oh, okay." So she loves that record, that particular record.
That I love that one. So if you were to, because we've talked a lot about where we think R&B is going and music. So if you were to mentor some of the younger artists coming up, what would be some of the things that you would tell them this needs to be in your toolkit? And it can be three. It can be three things.
The biggest thing I would tell them is to understand the foundation of music. I think a lot of them skip over that, and that's why they don't survive long. They'll put out a record, So for me to have survived the music game from, again, I'm 53, so I've been doing music since I was like 13 or 14. So to understand the game, I had to go back and learn the history of it. I was around a lot of historical people. So when you learn the foundation of R&B or music, and that's by having a collection of music, because I listen to everything from the OJs to America to John Lennon to Kiss to I grew up on a whole, because I used to perform in live bands, so we had to go learn everybody's music. And the biggest thing I would tell these artists is to learn not just one genre of music. Even country music. I listen to country when I'm riding down the road. So learn different forms of music and kind of take that in to find your lane. Because a lot of these guys, they're just one direction.
Right.
And that's why they don't last long, or they sound like a copy of the next guy. So, and that's one thing, if you go through my album, you'll listen like, okay, this dude hit me on some R&B, Me Against You has got a little Womack, Johnny Taylor in there, because I grew up listening to blues with my mom. But I bring you back with Suspicious with some, to me, that was like my Michael Jackson vibe. It gave me a chance to be Michael Jackson. So, I got all kind of vibes on there to kind of tell that story. I didn't stay on one traditional sound.
Wow, okay. So in this particular project, The Evolution of Terry Harris, which song are you most proud of?
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like picking your children out on that.
That child, man, that one get on my
Right,
nerves.
right. Which one am I most proud of?
Yes, which one is like you when you finished it, you were like, okay, I can't do anything else to that. It's perfection.
Oh man. I mean, all of them are my baby, but for me, it may be a song that people don't like. I did a song, the last song on the album that I finished up was called Why We Fight.
Okay.
And it was just a different, for me, it was a different vibe. So I like all of them, but that one was kind of one I knew like the public may not like it, but for me, it kind of rounded out the album. But it's hard to pick one because all of them were part of the storyline.
Right.
You know, so you know, if you know, all of them told the story, but for me, that one, you know, of course, I'll use. So I mean, and once I started picking, I had to go through each one of them.
Yeah.
So you know, for me, that one was just a difference maker for me. I wanted people to hear, you know, just every part I could give them on the album. You know, because it was up to me. There were about 15 songs that didn't make the album. So out of I think the team up 15 didn't make it. Just, you know, we just threw them over to the side.
Okay. So we're about to round out your interview, and I do want you to tell people why they need to pick the number one. I think you said what, number one in UK right now?
No, it's number 3 top selling.
Okay, number 3 top selling.
Downloaded single.
Download.
Yeah, behind Bruno Mars.
All right. So tell them why they need to download The Evolution of Terry Harris.
Well, the biggest reason is if you're a fan of R&B music and you miss that, you know, that you know, that classic sound of R&B singing like a Joe Levert, like a Eddie Levert, Teddy Pendergrass, and you're really just about R&B music, this is the album you should have in your collection. You know, I can't blow it up any other way. You know, if you are straight up about music and, you know, you gotta, you know, you're into the love song where women were being serenaded and caressed, you know, like you used to hear in the old music, you know, then that's what this album is about, you know. So I don't want to oversell it, I don't want to undersell it. And you can also go to YouTube and stream it before you buy it. So just put in like shopping by Terry, it'll take you there, you can see the whole album. And, you know, if you don't like it, that's gonna hurt me, but but I think you're gonna really enjoy the album.
Okay. So, all right, tell everybody how they can get in touch with you. Your music is on all platforms right now. It's on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. So tell them how they can get in touch with you, how they can follow you, because we definitely want them to follow you.
Right. And I gotta create a second page. You can go to I Am Terry Harris on Facebook and follow me. Same thing on Instagram. I Am Terry Harris, also on the YouTube channel. I Am Terry Harris to follow me. And you know, if you got any questions or, you know, I tell you, for the fans that watch this, if you follow me, inbox me your email, I'll send you 1 or 2 songs that didn't get on the album that I think are hot songs didn't make it.
Okay.
So I'll give you a gift.
Okay.
I'll send you a gift personally for me, a song off the album that we didn't put on there that we thought was really, really good.
Okay, yay.
Can I thank a couple right quick?
Sure, go ahead.
I want to thank Big Joe, you know, that my man, you know, my big guy, my man, he was a bodyguard for Joe Levert, Gerald Fitch, Gerald Allen, Keelan Ellis, Tony Nichols, Myron Ruffin, Andrew Prince, K-Soul, and my stylist, Lou Rawls, Lou Dot Rawls. I want to thank everybody who worked on the album, yourself included, for the critique on the album. I want to thank everybody because all of the help.
What they don't know is that sometimes you send me stuff.
Right. He said, nah, you be like Paul Mooney, baby, listen, baby. I am not feeling the connection, baby. In my baby. This is Paul Mooney, the group right here. You
Oh
are
my
the baby. I was not kidding.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all have to hear some of our conversations that are not like
They go all across the board.
we have some deep conversations. So
Right.
I definitely want to thank you for joining us today. I wish you nothing but success. You know, I
Thank you,
have
ma'am.
definitely been a huge cheerleader for you. And I'm
Yeah.
just so glad and proud of the work that you put into this project. It's really good. And I hope
Thank
that
you.
we have a couple of number ones coming out of this.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Terry Harris. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Missy E, the Party Doll. You can follow me on Instagram at Missy Party Doll. You can also follow me on Facebook, Missy E Johnson. Facebook, I got in trouble, but
Right.
follow us and make sure you follow the Urban Influencer. We definitely want to hear from you, and maybe we can push your music as well. All right, we out of here. Y'all have an amazing day. Take care and love you back.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, something for the grown and sexy. Oh, I-O-U. See, I love it when you call me on the phone, saying sweet things, girl, that really turns me on. Now I'm about to leave the job and come home early. When you diamonds and some roses, you deserve it. And I love it when you keep it so 100. Girl, you speak your mind and that's the way I like it. Yeah, yeah. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather be with than with you. You are my shining star, my light. Where would I be without you, girl? 'Cause what you do for me, words can't explain. No, no, no. Baby, I know what you like. I just wanna make you happy, baby. All you do for me, yeah. Say, baby, say, baby. Baby, I know what you like. Let me put that in your life. Girl, I love it, made it through all the seasons. And if they ask you how we did it, you're the reason. You're the reason. I searched a long time just to find a precious love like yours and mine. Now I got you in my life. I'm gonna treat you right, 'cause I'm right, girl. Love it, love it. Worth my while. Girl, taking care of you, that's my job. Put it on me, girl. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather be with than with you. You are my shining star, my light. Where would I be without you, girl? Tell me, tell me. I'm gonna love you, love you, love you, girl. I know what you like, girl. Let me put that in your life. Let me put it, baby, baby.
the hood, rockin' black on black. Killing shit, but this ain't black on black. I go crazy, bitch, I black on tracks. Me trending one, we done brought it back. We done grew up in them awful traps. Officers let you go if you off a strap. Bosses set the table with an office set. Racing to the money, go your mark get set. We done survive with a violence at. Talk not to snitch, keep it silent at. If a nigga gon' talk, he gon' die a rat. If the police don't chill, bitch, we fighting back. After what I bitch, I'm dying black. Fire at us and we fire back. I could tell that you fool from your dialect. We go hard from the A-Deuce out to Calumet. You cannot walk in my shoe, bitch, what size is that? I hit a lick, then my brothers dividing that. My money dirty, then my sister hiding that. I just might go back my wifey, your laundry mat. Brothers keep us, mama, babies. Fuck with baby sister, we gon' bring the Navy. Fuck with my little baby, psycho, crazy. Check you like a FICO, I put that on baby. Brothers keeper and I put that on baby. I go crazy, don't you fuck with my babies. Grown man, but I'm mama, my baby. My mama, my baby, don't fuck with that lady. On baby. On baby. On baby. On baby. Brothers keeper and I put that on baby. I go crazy, don't you fuck with my babies. Grown man, but I'm mama, my baby. My mama, my baby, don't fuck with that lady. On baby. VIP. Look, fuck with me, it's like a suicide. Make your mama have to pick a suit and tie. From a different cloth, shit, I'm a new design. Cross the line, wet them like a scuba dive. I'm my brother's keeper like I flew to fire. Plus my flow is sick like I got flu inside. But fuck a rap, up a strap, eye for eye. If they keep on killing blacks, kill them back. Put it on the internet. We gon' take it with your fucking village at. All black like a fucking silhouette. All strapped in the fucking Cadillac. All black, automatic, right attack. Hold that, cock it back, scatter back. Try to run, shoot his leg, shoot his back. Shooters for them niggas shooting back. Shoot a clip, not a movie cinematic. We the ones, we them niggas send it back. Hold you wrestle, make his people send a check. Disrespect, cut his fingers, cut his neck. Put it in the envelope and mail it back. As a culture, we done been through hell and back. That's on baby, I go psycho crazy. Michael Myers, Jason, don't you fuck with my babies. On baby. Brothers keeper and I put that on baby. I go crazy, don't you fuck with my babies. Grown man, but I'm mama, my baby. My mama, my baby, don't fuck with that lady. On baby. Brothers keeper and I put that on baby. I go crazy, don't you fuck with my babies. Grown man, but I'm mama, my baby. My mama, my baby, don't fuck with that lady. On baby. On baby. On baby. On baby.
House Entertainment. What you know about that? Huh? Yo, for this paper I lust, clear the block if I must. Niggas scatter like roaches when machine guns bust. By any means necessary, lots of harness I touch. P. Diddy's broke to me, what he got ain't enough. Man, I'm after the stuff they say dreams are made of. I'm posted up in this cut, ski mask and black gloves. Soft niggas show love, me I'm hard as a rock. If my block's running slow, I'm taking over this spot. It all starts from the kitchen with a stove and a pot. Fiends marching like zombies for the shit that I got. I give a fuck if it's hot, my mind's stuck on the grind. Walk around with a shirt that say fuck jail time. About as slick as they come, my thug presence is felt. Came out the womb holding money, I was destined for wealth. Ask yourself, are you the type born to make small figures, or you the baller type laughing at these 8-ball niggas? What you know about guns? What you know about thugs? What you know about hitting the block and selling drugs? What you know about killers? What you know about the streets? What you know about moving out work? Fuck police. What you know about guns? What you know about thugs? What you know about hitting the block and selling drugs? What you know about killers? What you know about the streets? What you know about moving out work? Fuck police. Look in my eyes, see a soldier that was bred to survive. Look in my mind, see a hustler with my eyes on the prize. Attitudes do or die while I'm hugging this block. You would think I work construction by the way I move rocks. I'm non-stop, up for days, knocking off on my feet. A true hustler won't rest till he make ends meet. Make a call and re-up, still fighting my sleep. Live off the land, guess it's true, a man is what he eat. Cops hit, I flee the scene, somewhere else serving fiends who be sipping cheap beer, no shirts and jeans. Trying to be a rich nigga, cash flowing like fountains, with a stash of mad coke stacked up like a mountain. Daydreams come and go, but reality stays. Where I'm from is starving niggas all trapped in this maze. Thirsty bras, angry jakes with their crooked ass ways. Shiesty fiends and gunshots where the little kids play. What you know about guns? What you know about thugs? What you know about hitting the block and selling drugs? What you know about killers? What you know about the streets? What you know about moving out work? Fuck police. What you know about guns? What you know about thugs? What you know about hitting the block and selling drugs? What you know about killers? What you know about the streets? What you know about moving out work? Fuck police. What you know about the stress from the everyday struggle? What you know about the renters? Do you gotta go hustle? What you know about the street life that's hard to get out? What you know about a bunch of people packed in one house? What you know about going to bed hungry at night? What you know about a kid running off with your bike? What you know about family members strung out on drugs? What you know about a chopper and them big ass slugs? What you know about the jakes running up in your crib? What you know about a chicken head with badass kids? What you know about your mom food stamps coming late? What you know about robbing different niggas for weight? What you know about a killer gun under his shirt? What you know about a drought being desperate for work? What you know about the feeling when you caught your first zip? What you know about the feeling if you get to a brick? What you know? Check it out. What you know? Yeah, hey yo. What you know about guns? What you know about thugs? What you know about hitting the block and selling drugs? What you know about killers? What you know about the streets? What you know about moving out work? Fuck police. What you know about guns? What you know about thugs? What you know about hitting the block and selling drugs? What you know about killers? What you know about the streets? What you know about moving out work? Fuck police. What you know about guns? What you know about thugs? What you know about hitting the block and selling drugs? What you know about killers? What you know about the streets? What you know about moving out work? Fuck police. What you know about guns? What you know about thugs? What you know about hitting the block and selling drugs? What you know about killers? What you know about the streets? What you know about moving out work? Fuck police. Yeah. What you know about that, huh? Tell me. Tell me. What?
Chicago, stand up.
Clap your hands like this.
It's your family member Charles Jenkins.
Woo! Clap your hands like this.
And we don't stop. I'm with my brothers.
Clap your hands like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Kinzmen. Let's go.
I've seen storms. I've seen rain. I've seen joy. I've seen pain. I've seen good. I've seen bad. I've seen happy. I've seen sad. When I see where I've come, when I see where I am, when I think of where I could be,
Hallelujah.
I'm so grateful for where he's brought me.
Let's go.
I'm made it. Woo! I never should have got this far if you made it.
I'm so happy.
Clap your hands like this. I'm made it. I never should have got this far if you made it. Say, oh, I made it. I never should have got this far if you made it.
Nobody but Jesus.
Clap your hands like this. I'm made it. I never should have got this far if you made it. Say, oh, I've been right. I've been wrong. I've been weak. I've been strong. I've been up. I've been down. I've been on the mountain. I've been on the ground.
Testify.
When I see where I've come, when I see where I am, when I think of where I could be, I'm so grateful for where he's brought me.
Let's go.
I'm made it. Woo! I never should have got this far if you made it. Clap your hands like this. I'm made it.
Never should have never.
I never should have got this far if you made it.
Give me some space.
It's my story. God's been good to me, say. God's been good to me, say. God's been good to me. I made it. Woo-wee! I never should have got this far if you made it. Clap your hands like this. I made it.
Where y'all at?
I never should have got this far if you made it. Say, oh, I made it.
Got so much joy.
I never should have got this far if you made it.
When I think of his goodness,
Clap your hands like this. I made it.
all that is done for me.
I never should have got this far if you made it. Say, oh, I made it. I never should have got this far if you made it. Clap your hands like this. I made it.
Praise him
I
hard.
never should have got this far if you made it. Say, oh, I made it.
I will bless the Lord at all
Never
times,
should have got this far if you made it.
and his praise
Clap your hands like this. I made it.
shall continually be in my mouth.
I never should have got this far if you made it. Say, oh,
Like this.